Hello, my name is Matthew Hodgkinson and I'm a Senior Principal Analyst for Hydrogen at S&P Global Energy. Today, I'll be running through some of the key points of the EU's Industrial Accelerator Act, or IAA, which is aimed at boosting domestic manufacturing capabilities and reversing the trend of industrial decline within the EU. The IAA covers three main sectors. These are energy-intensive sectors, including steel, cement, chemicals and metals, the automotive sector, and net zero technologies. Included within the net zero technologies are renewable energy, heat pumps, batteries, and clean hydrogen. Now, there are a range of different mechanisms directed towards meeting the aims of the IAA. These include the introduction of industrial manufacturing acceleration areas, minimum share requirements in public procurement schemes for union origin and low carbon products, and finally, restrictions on foreign investment within strategic sectors. So what does this mean specifically for the hydrogen sector? So to start off with, CapEx, or production support subsidies within the EU, will require projects to acquire electrolyzer stacks manufactured in accordance with union origin requirements. Stacks will be classed as union origin if they are assembled in the EU or in a country that fulfills one of three different criteria. These are countries that have a free trade agreement or a customs union with the EU will be classified as union in origin. In addition, if a country is party to the World Trade Organization Agreement on Government Procurement, it will also be classed as union in origin. This means that stacks manufactured in the UK, India and Norway, among others, would be classified as union origin, but notable exclusions include China, which currently has an estimated 70 to 80% of currently operational electrolyzer manufacturing capacity. When it comes to the demand side for renewable hydrogen, there are currently no direct measures looking to boost offtake. However, the introduction of minimum shares of low-carbon steel, cement and aluminium in public procurement projects could support the incorporation of hydrogen into heavy industry, especially in processes such as direct iron reduction. Despite the announcement from the Commission, there are still uncertainties with the implementation and timeline of the IAA, and this also applies to the hydrogen-specific parts of the legislation. The EU will need to clarify its definition of union origin for electrolyzer stacks and also provide clarity on how external OEMs might look to circumvent restrictions. A couple of ways this could be done include OEMs that export electrolyzer stack components and assemble them in a union origin country, or factories that are operated by partnerships between non-origin and EU origin companies. Finally, the European Commission will also need to confirm the implementation timelines. The union origin and low carbon minimum shares are to be implemented from the 1st of January 2029. In contrast, other restrictions are defined as taking effect at a later date following the IAA being brought into law. So in short, the IAA is designed to promote manufacturing capacity in the EU and reverse years of industrial decline. However, there are some uncertainties with the legislation timelines and the implementation procedures. Thank you very much for watching this Perspectives episode. For more energy content, please stay tuned to S&P Global Energy Red Thread.